What's going on, Coach Launch Crew? 9:08 Wednesday morning. Good morning. How are you doing, Coach Launchers? Dexter, what's up? Look at you all just flying right in here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So, man, just whenever I get in the shower, Patrick Boone, what's go up, brother? Whenever I get in the shower, my mind goes to this calm, relaxed place where I really start to think deeply. And I have lots of conversations just like you do. See lots of comments in this group and in plenty of other groups about new coaches who feel like they're struggling. It's going good today, brother. How's it going for you, Patrick? And so in having these conversations, there's some major themes, but it really caused me to reflect on when I first started my coaching business. I was trying to create my own coaching business, wanted to enroll clients, wanted to grow it, wanted to make an impact, had a couple jobs, so it was sort of like full-time outside of my coaching business, but I wanted to start my coaching business on the side in hopes of doing it full-time one day. I felt like I was going all in. I definitely needed some guidance. I believed I could do it. I really believed I could do it, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what steps to take, in what order, in order to actually build my coaching business. And it felt like a struggle. I felt overwhelmed with what do I do and how do I do it? I just some very basic stuff that I struggled with in the beginning. What do I do and how do I do this thing called full-time coaching? I dealt with a lot of doubt. I felt overwhelmed with trying to figure out, how do I get clients? That was like the thing. That was the phrase that would go through my head all the time. How do I get clients? But I had conversations with so many different people. Like I would just get on the phone with anybody, and there was a lot of people who wanted to get on the phone with me. And I never really, it was free advice, I guess. They were strategy sessions. I didn't realize that this was the process through which people actually enroll. People wanted to enroll me into the program. I didn't enroll in any programs. I had mindset issues around money when I first started. Well, my whole life, but not now, but I did then. I didn't know what to charge. I had no idea what hourly versus value-based meant. I didn't know how to position myself to stand out. And so it was just a struggle. Like that struggle at that time when I first started led me to all kinds of crazy questions like, do I actually have what it takes to be a coach? It was the first struggle. Like it sunk deep into me after about the first 6 months. Do I actually have what it takes to be a coach? And then the second one was, do I actually have what it takes to run a successful business? I remember laying in bed at night thinking, am I going to fail at this? Am I never going to actually reach my dream of making an impact, of having the kind of freedom that comes from running your own successful business? Am I going to be stuck in a 9-to-5 job for the rest of my life? These were things that were running through my mind. Will I languish as a coach for 3 years and never have more than a couple clients and just permanently be unable to do the things I want to do? Nothing felt like it was changing. It felt like the desire that was in me was never, ever, ever going to be realized. I never felt like I had enough money to do the things I wanted to do. And I was really, here's the thing, I was really afraid that I was going to spend the rest of my life working for somebody else on someone else's schedule, someone else's timeline, and I would look back and wonder, what if I could have figured it out? It was tough, and I'm just being honest with you right now. Like, it was tough in here. It was tough in here, right? That's where it was difficult for me. So I was questioning, do I have what it takes to be a professional coach? I had no idea if I was doing the right things or if I was wasting my time on stupid things. And I felt like I was spinning in circles the whole time, just trying to figure out, okay, like, how do I make this work? Those were the things that pervaded my thoughts all the time. Here's the deal. I'll tell you why I was really struggling. And if you feel like you're struggling in your coaching business, this may be why too. It's your preference. Most struggle, most suffering comes from preference. I would have preferred for it to be easy. I would have preferred for it to be easier than what it was. I had this construct, this mental framing in my head that preferred that this be an easy venture and not a difficult venture, not a struggle. I would have preferred no resistance. And that's why I was in pain. That's why I was struggling. That's why I was suffering in trying to launch my coaching business. It was all my preference. It was all I preferred for it to be easy. And here's the thing. Easy or struggle is all about preference, right? You might look at one person and another person, you put them side by side. They have their own different preferences, right? One person prefers the struggle. They really do. They just get off on it, right? And so it actually becomes way more than manageable for them. They love it. Like, there are some people, you just got to take my word for this. Maybe you've met them. There are some people on this planet that just love to exercise. They do. They love to exercise, right? Exercising is not my preference. Exercising is not my preference. It's not, right? But some people love it. They get up and they cannot wait to break a sweat and to work out. They just absolutely love it. That's just preference. One person loves it, one person hates it. The person who hates it is going to be miserable if they try to do it. Launching a coaching business isn't easy, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be. Now, that's also a matter of perspective. When I was going through it, I just explained to you all of the things that I felt going through it, and I can't tell you how many times the thought of quitting just crossed my mind. I didn't. However, it was a struggle. I look back now, it seems really easy. It seems easy because I've done it. It seems easy to me now because I show other people how to do it and I see them doing it. But easy, struggle is all a matter of perspective. If you feel like it's a struggle, then your preference is probably that this would be easy, but it isn't, right? So what do you do about that? Well, the deeper work, we can talk all about mind control, right? I'm going to replace my thoughts. I'm going to put new thoughts in. I'm going to reprogram my brain. Yeah, that's the beginning work. That's the very beginning work, right? Miles wrote a piece that's somewhat accurate, right? And posted it in here. It's not easy. Maybe it's easy for him because of his preference. That work wasn't easy for me, the reprogramming, but it's where I started. The deeper work, the deeper work in dealing with your preference. If you prefer this to be easy, that's why it's a struggle, right? Here's what I mean. It is what it is. Reality is what it is. What's going on out in this world is what it is. You can't change that, right? You can only change what's going on here. And so the deeper work, if you're not going to do morning formulas and mindset and you know morning routines, yes, that's all important, but mostly that's mind control. The deeper work is just letting go of your preference that this be easy. Just if you can just release that and just face what has to be done and detach emotionally from the things you don't want to do and just do them, then it's much less of a struggle. This is not a marketing message. It's really not, because people don't like it. They just don't. This would be a much better marketing message, I suppose, if I was like, it's so easy. You make, 7K in 90 days, or 7 figures in 90 days. Some of you would love to make $7,000 in 90 days from your coaching. That's totally possible, right? But it's all about your preference. If you prefer things to be easy, then this will be a struggle. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate that. I'm going to shoot you a message too, because I have some time today. If you have some time today, Adam, would love to jump on. Had a couple cancellations. So that's the deeper work. The deeper work is just letting go of what your preference is. Listen, here's the reality. If it wasn't a struggle when I was first launching my coaching business, if I didn't have to show up and meet that resistance at the level that the resistance was coming, I would never have the emotional fitness, the mental muscle, right? The business muscle to face the challenges that I face now. And let me promise you something. There are more challenges as a full-time coach than there ever will be when you're launching. It takes less energy. When you're first launching, you've got to crank out a lot of energy and expend a lot of energy to get out of the atmosphere, right? Then once you're into the stratosphere and then out into space, it takes way less energy, but that's because literally you've built your business muscles, you've built your coaching muscles, you've built your emotional fitness, your mental fitness, your framing is there. And so it does become easier and easier. Had I not faced those struggles in the beginning, if I had my way, I would have had some success and then probably totally failed. And that would be miserable. So I know this isn't a sexy message. This isn't something people like to hear, but the reason why you're struggling is because you prefer it to be easy. Let go of that preference. Just say it is what it is, and I am not going to give up. I am not going to stop. I'm going to do everything. Are you doing everything in your power? Are you doing everything in your power, right? Are you seeking the best guidance? Are you willing to invest in that guidance? If you aren't doing those two things, forget about it. It's going to take you a long time. If you're okay with that, then be okay with that. If you're not, then figure out a way to invest in yourself and invest in yourself. Are you doing the things you need to do that you don't feel like doing? I never feel like exercising. I can't remember one single time where I felt like exercising or I felt like not eating fried donuts. I always feel like that. But I have to do the things I don't want to do in order to have the life that I want to have. It isn't constant suffering, and it isn't constant grind, because I've let go of the preference of easy. Hope that makes sense to you. If not, drop some questions in here. I rarely talk about this in the free group. With my clients, we talk about this kind of thing. In fact, I'm known for saying how you feel does not matter. Your feelings don't matter. Doesn't matter how you feel. You don't feel like doing that thing? Doesn't matter. Do it. Adam, that's it, man. That's absolutely 100% it. Absolutely 100%. I was so going to say that and forgot. I'm so glad you said that. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. 100%. Wouldn't that be? What kind of world would that be? Where everybody has a coach because everybody's able to do it and everybody has a great coach. I'd love to make that world a reality. It's part of why I do what I do. But yeah, man, nailed that, Adam. All right, I'm going to get off this. Adam, I'm going to shoot you a message. We'll set up a time. Definitely looking forward to that. If you have any questions, just drop them in here. You're all awesome. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. It's about 17 degrees here, but the sun's out. So, all right. Love and peace.